You're the captain. Captain, lead on.
Welcome, everybody, to the BMX Podcast. Thank you for coming back. My name is Kevin Wilson, and as always, we're joined by Danny Pena, my co-host, and Jason Chang. Chang Star's back on the show, and we're going to further experiment with our new what do we call it now, Danny?
Now we're calling it Random Start.
And
here we go.
Okay, riders, Random Start. Riders, ready?
We got it. Now we know. Now we officially have a name.
Now we have a name. So for those of you that haven't watched in a while, a couple weeks ago we came up with a new game where Danny's going to ask you some questions, and we give our answer and a comparison for BMX. He'll explain it later on. I'm confusing it, but Jason joined us. He's going to play along with us, and then we're going to talk about Vegas, right? The Vegas National, and we're going to talk about some of our national failures, right, Danny? Even though you were more accomplished on the national circuit than certainly than I was. We're going to talk about our big failures. I've told the story a couple times, but you can never tell a good story too many times, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Never gets old, dude.
No, so Jason.
People who arrived late Friday night, probably after work and stuff. So the bike lockup in the arena is shut down. So you can't put your bike there. You can't bring your bike to your room. So there's a lot of angry people like, well, where am I going to put my bike? Because they probably came with like a small car and a bike rack. So your bike was outside. So now where am I going to put my bike? And I don't know how they ever settled it, but there was quite a few arguing with security.
That's the hard part, because you're talking about $1,000 bikes and you can't just leave them laying around. I mean, you got to put them somewhere. And I don't know if I would feel comfortable with putting it in a storage room with 1,000 other bikes all piled on top of each other, because stuff's going to get scratched and damaged. I mean, I can't visualize what you're referring to, but I can only imagine how difficult that was.
Oh yeah, and I think at one point somebody said, give it to the bellman, like extra luggage as storage. And once they walked away with your bike, you didn't know what they did with it. And I guess somebody had complained that those guys just piled bikes on each other all kind of ways, like they didn't care because they don't know the value of the bike. To them, what's the difference between this bike and the bike I just saw for $99 at Walmart?
Right. That's crazy, man. So do you prefer indoor racing, Jason? Do you feel faster indoors? Do you like racing outside? Is there a big difference for you on that?
Yeah, well, at my age now, yes, because I don't feel all that fast per se, but I got a decent gait, and coming from the old days, it does not bother me to bump elbows in traffic. So the short track for me is like everything's more towards my advantage, because I'll ride right through a pack and bump my way through or whatever, and I'm fine. Whereas on a big outdoor, long, stretched out track, you tend to get single file, and it's hard. Once you fall back, it's very hard to make up ground.
That's a good point. Hey, Kevin, how do you feel about that, man? Do you think a smaller track would make for more exciting racing? Because just like Jason's describing, it's tight. There's not a lot of room for the faster riders to just open up and leave the pack behind. I mean, what would be your opinion on that?
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, it looked like a fun track, and it looked short, and it looked like I could actually get around it without stopping. I was like, ooh, this looks fun, man. Like, I might be able to make it around that track. So short tracks are always good. I think that they'd be a good thing for me. I was like, oh, man. But, I can imagine how hot it was in there. But it looked short, and it looked fun, and it looked pretty good from the videos that I've seen.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it too. Sorry, Jason, but my opinion on that is short tracks have always been better for racing, because I mean, you put a long track on for guys, especially guys our age. I mean, we're going to run out of gas, and then it's really boring to watch the racing, and it's even worse to do it. Because if you're in your 50s and you're like, oh my God, you're barely moving on the last stretch, it kind of takes the fun out of the whole thing for me. I don't know, Jason.
I'd be cutting the track. I'd be like, I'm done, dude. Fuck this.
What do you think, Jason? Do you prefer the long track versus short track? What's your feeling on that?
Track. I prefer short track because one, I'm going to be fresh all the way to the finish line, and like I said, two, it's tight pack racing the whole way to the end, which is something that I prefer anyway. Because what are you going to do when everybody's all strung out and everybody's 20 feet apart, and it's like, how am I going to make up 50 feet to get to the leader?
I seen your posts on Facebook. You were showing some of your factory shots from magazines when you were on Mongoose. And, Jason, you're such a regular guy, and we've talked with you before, and sometimes I forget you got to do it at that level, man. And I was thinking, that's my dude. I know him.
He actually talks to us.
Yeah, right.
No, I did, but you know what? When people come up to me, I always introduce myself because I don't assume anybody knows who I am. Right. Because I still look at all the other guys as my heroes or as though they were the top dog. I mean, I might have been on the factory team, but I definitely knew I was the lowest man on the totem pole. I had Eric Roop, Shelby James, Sam Marilano, Travis. So I was just the whole time feeling like I'm just lucky to be here.
You're like, any day now they're going to tell me, what are you doing here? Go home.
So I know I have this weird insecurity that somebody's going to rat me out one day and go, you weren't that fast. I didn't know if I could really argue because it's like, well, yeah, I was kind of fast. I did something to get on the team. So,
yeah.
I mean,
it's hey, you were on a factory team. You were getting stuff for free. Say that's all I need to know, dude.
Do you have any good stories in that? I mean, I'm sure you were on the national circuit when you were on Mongoose, right?
Yeah. Well, when I started on Blue Max, my very first national that they flew me up for was a disappointment because I was just totally not prepared for that.
Right.
And the main reason I wasn't prepared is because Hawaii tracks being behind in design and everything. When I came up, I think it was a NorCal race. Had a bridge. I don't know what it was. Stockton, maybe? But
that's Stockton.
Yeah. But
yeah.
It sounds funny. I was not used to such a smooth track, hard packed with berms and stuff. Nice berms. Because the same guys that I easily beat at the Hawaii National, that in my mind was like, not even a question, like, yeah, I can beat that guy. They waxed me at it. They were NorCal guys. They waxed me bad at their home track. And it was because I couldn't ride that track. So that was an eye-opener that the same guy that I beat easily, he beat me easily when we went up here.
It's funny you mentioned that. I went to the Spring Nationals in 1987 in Stockton and crashed in every round. Crashed every round. First round crash, second round crash, third round crash. Kevin, I couldn't even get past the first turn. I crashed all 3 rounds.
That's not unlike my national experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm very similar. But so, Jason, did you make it out of your motos? Did you make it in the semis? What'd you do?
Oh, I didn't even make it out of my moto. Well, it also didn't help that our PR guys had the bright idea that I should, to make a story out of me being at that race, I took a bike out of the box and raced it exactly out of the box. So it wasn't even my bike. And so full stocker, no trick, cool stuff on that bike. And I raced that. So that didn't help either.
So it was a Mongoose, like just straight out of the box, one-piece cranks, the whole 9 yards?
Yep. Because they thought, if it does work, it would be a really cool story, right? This guy raced a bike right out of the box and then did okay. But unfortunately, I did not do okay. And I don't think that helped either to try and dial in a box stock bike. And try
Jason, please tell me you at least took the reflectors off that thing.
Yeah, I did that. But
there you go.
We need to change your name to Chain Guard, not Chang Star.
I remember that.
That's a good one, Kevin. That's a good one, man. Yeah,
so it was a Super Goose. You raced a Super Goose.
Yeah. That, or maybe it might have been like a California Pro. I'm trying to remember what name was on their highest model.
So I would think, Jason, that bike out of the box was a decent bike, but
Yeah.
it was probably just not set up for you correctly. I mean, the stem was probably short.
Yeah.
One-piece cranks were heavy. The whole setup was probably really goofy for you. So I kind of feel for you. I mean, I'm sure you can get on it and ride it, but to race at the level you were used to racing at was probably a no-go. At least I would assume.
So you raced a bunch of nationals.
Yeah, my biggest disappointment for a national 1986 Silver Dollar Nationals, and it was in Reno, and it was a Reno outdoor race, which was awesome because it was a nice long track or nice easy track. It wasn't difficult technical wise, and I got out of my motos in the first round, finished in the top, finished second. I'm out. And after that, you don't race anymore. You wait till the main. So I was all pumped up. My cousin James his name's James Traylor. He's like my brother. He was with me. And I'm like, James, I already qualified. I'm in round 1. So I'm pumped up, right? And then my cousin James barely made it, man. He had to go, I think he qualified out in the 3rd round. And he's in, though. He's in the main. And so I'm 16. He's probably 10 or maybe 11. And I'm in staging, waiting to go, right? And I'm feeling confident. Kevin and Jason, I was like, I'm ready, dude. I got these guys. It was in my head, right? And here comes my cousin James, right? Big ass first place trophy. He's like, check it out, Danny. Check it out. And I was like, how did you do that? Because he barely qualified out, right? And he goes, I got it. I got first. And then he rode off. And that was in my head. So now I'm like, oh, man, this dude got first. I really have to do well now, right? So the gate drops, and I got a great snap, dude. I only see one guy on my outside, could see his front wheel, so I'm at least sitting 2. Went in the first turn, slid out, and crashed. I was like, I can't believe that happened, dude. I was so frantic. I grabbed my bike, and I started chasing the pack, and I actually caught up to the pack. But by the time I caught him, I had nothing left. I couldn't pass anybody. And I got a trophy this big. For me, it just says main event qualifier. That's all it says on it.
So your cousin doesn't get out of his motos until the 3rd race, goes on to win the national. Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of
now.
That's a good story.
No offense to my cousin James, but he was in the right place at the right time as a bunch of riders went down, and he went right past.
Right.
Yeah. So. But hey, a win's a win, dude. And he got in. Yeah, he got in the main. He got that first place. And here's the funny thing, guys. We had to ride all the way back from Reno in the back of my parents' camper, and that was like 3.5 hours home, maybe 4 hours. I had to look at my cousin's big ass trophy all the way home, dude. I was like, I can't believe you got first, dude. And so far, so good.
So far, so good. So I figure, okay, the 3rd race, I got it, man. And meanwhile, my brother's giving me a hard time, saying, "Dude, come on, man, dude, I'm already in the semi." So after the 2nd race, I go, you know what, dude? Like everybody was locking their bikes up at the national, and we weren't locking. We were like, we brought a lock, but we were like, who cares? Who cares? But after my 2nd race, I think, you know what? I better lock my bike up. So I took my bike over to a fence. And I put my bike against the fence, and I locked it up through the wheel, through the frame. Back in the day, we put the cables to our wheels in case someone tried to steal your wheels.
Right.
So I go up today. We're sitting there, bullshit, waiting for my 3rd race, and my brother goes, "Dude, look behind us, dude. Look who's behind us?" And we turn around, and Stu was sitting like 2 rows in back of us, and he looked pissed. And we're like, "Dude, go say hi to him." We go, "No, I'm not going to go talk to him. He looks mad." So I go down to get my bike for the 3rd race, and I unlock it, and I pull it off the fence, and what the hell? It's not coming out the fence. And I look, and there was some guy that locked his bike to my bike, to the fence.
Oh.
But what I realized was that I had accidentally locked my bike to his bike to the fence at first.
Yeah.
He comes down to get his bike for his race, realizes that I accidentally locked my bike to his bike, and locks his bike to my bike, so I can't get my bike now. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? So I don't have a bike for my third race now. So I raced my brother's bike, which is a little bit smaller than me, or smaller than mine. He was 14, I was 16. And I get on the gate. He had a PK Ripper, I believe, and I had my Reach. And I got on, and I came out in first place. I go over the first jump, the first step jump, and his seat was loose, and his seat turned on me when I was going over the first thing, and I got kind of squirrely, and the guy in second passed me.
Oh.
All right, man. So are we ready to move on to the next phase of the night?
The new name of the new game, Danny, take charge.
We have a brand new game, guys.
Okay, riders, random start.
There we go. It's called Random Start. All right, so what we're going to do, me and Kevin play this by ourselves when we don't have a guest because we don't have anybody to play with. So we do Random Start. So Random Start, all it is, Jason, is I'm going to give you two things to compare that are BMX related. And without putting a lot of thought into it, none of this, you got to tell me your gut and just answer me. Yeah, and then once you answer me, we'll talk about the answers when we're done.
The first part is the easy part. Talking about it after, that's when it gets hard.
Yeah, because then you realize, you go, why did I pick that? All right, so I got 20 things to compare. I'm going to go, it goes fast, Jason, it goes fast. So it's not like playing trivia. Trivia takes us literally like 45 minutes. This is going to take us like maybe 10 minutes to go through the questions. All right, and then Kevin, you're going to answer after Jason?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Jason, I'm going to give you an example. If I go cold coffee or hot coffee?
Hot.
There you go. It's that easy. Okay, you ready? All right, let's play.
Okay, riders, random start.
All right, here we go. Jason, Haro or free agent?
Free agent.
Free agent.
Ooh, we got 2 for free agent. Comp 2s or comp 3s?
3.
Threes.
Vans or airwalks?
Vans.
Vans.
Haro number plates versus 09 number plates?
09.
Haro.
Ooh. Crit plates versus dyno plates?
Crit.
Dyno.
Damn. Scooters versus skateboards?
Scooter.
Skateboard.
Dominguez versus Viola?
Dominguez.
Viola.
Eddie or Harry?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Okay. Tommy Bracken's first straight or passer?
First straight.
First straight.
GT Mach 1 versus the Diamondback Silver Streak?
GT.
GT Mach 1.
Best amateur, Mike Polson or Richie Anderson?
Ooh. I have to go Richie.
Gotta go Richie.
Redline or Mongoose?
Mongoose.
You know what? I'll go Mongoose.
Stu Thompson or Brent Patterson?
Ooh, another hard one. I like Brent.
Brent.
Curb endo versus bunny hop?
Bunny hop.
Bunny hop.
Echo helmets or bell helmets?
Oh, I didn't hear that one. One more time.
Echo helmet or bell helmet?
Echo.
Echo.
In terms of artists, Damien or Bob?
Bob.
Oh, sorry. Bob.
Both of you said Bob. Super BMX or BMX Plus?
Ooh. Plus.
Plus.
Speed jumping or air time?
Air.
Air.
Most likely to crash you, Chris Muller or Ronnie Anderson?
Chris.
Ronnie.
Powerlight or Robinson?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Power light.
Powerline.
Man, you guys were, that's it. That was 20. That's how fast it goes. And so most of your answers were really, really, really similar, man. So, Jason, you're
I still ride for 09.
Nice. Man, you're my hero right now, Jason. I can't, when I grow up, I'm going to be Jason. All right.
Factory Mongoose Intermediate.
There you go, man. Crit plate or dyno plates? You guys split on that one. Jason likes the crit plate, and Kevin went with dyno. What's going on with that one, Jason?
I liked crit when they came out because I wanted something different, and I wanted something nobody else had. And crit was kind of the new plate that came out, and they had a different style. And I happened to go to Ohio to race, and Mike, the owner of crit, was there, and he goes, "Here you go. I want you to run them." So
there you go.
Been really lucky, and it worked out again.
I think crit plates have their own look with the little tabs on the sides. I always thought that looked kind of trick, and they were reversible for both associations. So I think crit owned that, man. They had as far as the top plates, in my opinion, it's always going to be Haro 09 crit in that order for me. But they're all great. I really, like you were saying, Jason, you can ride what you want, whatever looks best on your bike, I guess, or whatever you felt like getting. Yeah. I always went back and forth with everything. I wasn't very loyal. All right, this was a really. Go ahead.
You didn't let me answer.
Yeah, the dyno plate.
Yeah, you said dyno plate. Yeah, why did you go with dyno on that one?
I never even heard of a crit plate until 5 years ago.
Oh,
Kevin, okay. Before you say anything, clear it with me first.
That's honest to God truth. What is a crit? To this day, I know they make number plates, but what is it? What were they? What they look like? I have no idea.
They're rectangular, and they have kind of these tabs on the side of them. It says crit plate on them. They're pretty trick.
Yeah, in the 80s?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And he still makes them.
Yeah.
Remember Mike Savage was out there representing crit at Dirty Fest. He looked super rad in all his crit gear. Yeah.
Okay, so what's a dyno plate? I don't even know what that is either.
The dyno plate looks kind of like a Haro. What is it, 1B or whatever it is? It's just it's got the same general shape that goes up the handlebars, and it's square. Well, most of the riders that were on the firm ran dyno plates. So GT, Robinson, dyno, you're going to see them with dyno plates in the 80s.
Okay. I'll stick with the dyno.
Well, they didn't have a choice.
No, that came with the deal, right? You got to put that on there.
It was
okay. So this one was super random. We did it.
Cool.
Good. And we did it in an hour and a half. We did it.
I'm so hungry. I'm about ready to eat my monitor, dude. Oh man, I'm hungry. So I think we talked about earlier, Jason. You're getting 10 points towards the trivia contest, right, Danny?
Yeah, 10 points because you were obviously we didn't want to cheat you, so you get 10.
Oh,
all right. So
okay.
now you're in the mix. All right.
Okay,
everybody. I'm done, bro. I'm done, guys. Thank you very much. Danny, sell your stuff, man. What do you got?
Danny Pena, BMX Racing on YouTube. Oh, hold on. I identify as a
that trick shirt, Jason.
What's that?
How can somebody get that trick shirt from you?
Just find me on Facebook, Jason Chang on Facebook. Send me a message or comment on the picture post or something. Just something I started to help get my granddaughter to more races, and a few beers in, I came up with that slogan. Everybody thought it was good, so I was like, let's try a shirt. Let's see if it goes over.
Do you have double extra large?
Not yet, but you're like the third person who asked me. So the next run, we're doing some double X's.
All right, you got a deal, man. Okay, here you go. If you want a bitchin' identify as factory shirt, reach out to Jason. I like it. I'm gonna get one when he gets the double extra large. And now, Danny, what do you do when you're not with me?
Oh, yeah. Danny Pena, BMX Racing on YouTube, BMX Magazine reviews, race reviews, all BMX content. Please like and subscribe. Get me to 1,000, guys. What the heck, man? Let's get it. We're almost there. All right, that's it.
All right, guys. If anybody out there would like to support the BMX podcast, you can go to BMXPERTSPodcast.com, subscribe, grab his shirt. Not quite as bitchin' as Jason's shirt, but bitchin'. You get a shirt, you get subscribe to the channel, you can hit the subscribe button on the underneath. That's all I got. Track is closed. People are packing up. They're emptying the trash cans. Until next week, the track is closed. Thanks,
See you guys.